Now we're going to look at walkthrough 1, applying custom fonts to your website. Again, this is tied to our exercise 1, and the instructions for the exercise are below the video. And you know the drill by now. We're going to open brackets. We're going to open our inclusion folder, drag our personal website folder into brackets. We're going to have our split screen with our index.html on one side and our CSS on the other. So if we preview our website, remember to hit the little Thunderbolt button. Right now you see we've got an Arial font. It's not that interesting. What we want is this beautiful lobster font right now. That's the name of the font. And to get that font, we're going to go to Google. But before we do that, notice right now our website, everything is sort of text align left in the header and footer. We're going to fix that. So we're just going to go to header, and we're just going to add text align center because we want everything to be centered. Going to reload our page. There we go, centered. Looks exactly the same now except for the font. Let's do that to our footer as well. Text align center. Command S to save. Let's refresh your page. Look at that. Our websites, you can't tell them almost, except now for the fonts. They're so similar. So the fonts we're using in our final website, it's a custom font called Lobster and another custom font called Roboto. And we're going to guide you through how we apply them to our website. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look for the font in Google Fonts. The little search bar is up here. And the first one we want is called Lobster. And then we're going to click this little plus button right here. And you'll see at the bottom it says one family selected. The next font we want is Roboto. We're going to click this little plus sign right here, and now we see two families selected. Click on that. Now this is the important part. You want to click on import. Then you just want to copy this one line. You do not want to copy the style tags. And then we want that one line to be at the very first line in our CSS. And then I'm just going to put a comment that says custom font, and let's just save that. Let's refresh your page. Notice nothing happens right now, and that's because we haven't applied this custom font yet. So the first place that we're going to apply this custom font will be our logo. Let's go to our logo. Right now our logo uses a font called Arial, which comes with most computers and mobile devices. We apply that font in our body. See, it says font family Arial. But we want the font of Lobster applied here. And to do that is simple. We can either copy and paste from here, or we can type it out. I'm going to copy and paste. And we're going to refresh our page. Look at that, our font is now Lobster. Now you may be wondering, what is this cursive here after the comma? Well, what that is in the event that the device, whether it's a mobile device or computer, does not have the font Lobster or does not load, then cursive is going to be the backup font. And right now Lobster is actually stored in the cloud. It's stored on Google's servers. So we don't have to store it locally to our computer or to your own server. Google does all that work for us. And I'll just show you an example. If I take out Lobster, you'll see cursor comes in as a backup. So we want to make sure we have that backup font here. And then the next thing we're going to style is a text in our body. If we look here, it's very subtle, but we're using a custom font called Roboto. And it's a very subtle change, but it's the same process. We're going to go over Back here, we're going to go to font family, Roboto Sans Serif, and we're going to go into our body. So our body selector tag, we want to delete Arial. We are not going to use it anymore. We're going to replace it, paste that in. We're going to save it. Let's reload our page now. And there we go. Our two websites look almost identical right now. And that's it. Great job. Custom fonts are very fun. Feel free to choose your own fonts that you enjoy and like.